Okay, this is a story that just needs to be told out loud. So Mac Miller obviously passed away tragically September 2018. Just before he passed away, he was starting to tour for a new album that he had just released, Swimming. Okay, I was so obsessed with Mac Miller at this time in my life. I mean, I still am obsessed with him. I fucking love him. I'm from Pennsylvania. He's from Pennsylvania. He kind of rose to fame around the time that I was getting into high school. So like he was just really big around that time. And like Wiz Khalifa, like I went to high school a long time ago. I saved up all of my money and as a graduation present from college to myself, went on a trip to Los Angeles. It was my first time in California in my life with my best friend. So much fun. I saved up so much money so I could like kind of splurge a little bit and, you know, do the whole thing. While I am in Los Angeles for the 8 days that we were there, of course, Mac Miller's Instagram stories always came up first when I opened my Instagram because I was always watching his stuff and I was obsessed with him. I was like top 1% of his listeners in Spotify, okay? I open up my Instagram. We're in San Diego at the time and I see that he is at Hotel Cafe for a $5 first come first serve concert where he's gonna sample his new album. This man has not come out with a new album in years, mind you. He took a hiatus from like 2016 to 2018, which felt like a long time when you're a huge fan. So I'm like, oh my God, we need to get to LA. Like we need to get back to LA. My best friend was with me. This was our trip, so I didn't want to hijack the whole thing, but I was like, please, can we go and try and get into this concert? Next morning, we show up super early for this first come first serve line. There's like a bar somewhere within where the line was. We're getting drinks, we're chatting it up with the people in front of us. Like we're there all fucking day, okay? We're there all day. And apparently people had gotten there like the previous day and got like wristbands or something. There was some like crazy foul play going on because this was supposed to be first come first serve $5 concert. So we wait in this line, we're chatting it up. The guy in front of us was a firefighter in California. Freaking awesome, so cool. He was telling us all these like crazy stories. We're drinking, we're hanging out, we're getting closer to the front of the line. And then this scary looking security guy comes up and he's like, hey, we're gonna have to cut off the line. Like we're getting full. And we're like, hold on, what? So we're like crossing our fingers that we will be in this, where it's cut off. We will be in. He literally chains off the line after my best friend and I. Like it's us. We are the last two people in this line. And our firefighter friend, he's in too. Like we're all in. We're the last people. We're waiting in line. I mean, it still was hours of waiting. And we see somebody ducking and going up past everyone in line. It was Mac Miller. I was this close to him. It was crazy. I'm like, holy shit, it's him in the flesh. Then we see this really tall guy also, you know, getting through the crowd. John Mayer. Just casually John Mayer. That man is so tall, okay? So tall. We finally get in and I am like this close to Mac Miller. Like I could touch him as he is performing Swimming and select songs from the album for the first time live. Crazy. I was absolutely in heaven. It just felt so meant to be. And I just had this feeling we were gonna get in. Like there's no way that I'm in California at the time when he's happening to tour this album. Like it just all seemed too perfect. Show you at the end the videos because it was just so crazy. John Mayer's literally in the crowd dancing it up. I'm like so close to him. I'm like, I want to say something to him, but like what could I say? And like I don't want to be weird. Didn't end up saying anything. So after this concert, my best friend and I, we go out through the back, like where everyone was kind of letting out, and we see these guys just rolling like the giant. Am I allowed to say that on here? I don't know. We go up to them, we're like, hey, like great job at the show. Like you guys did great. He had like a lot of different musicians with him on stage. You would think like, oh, he's a rapper. If you listen to him, you would know. He does a lot of other stuff, some jazzy stuff, R&B, whatever. So these guys were in the band. We're like, you did a great job. And they're like, hey, do you want to like hang out with us? And we're like, yeah, sure. So they're like, yeah, we're going to this other bar. So we hung out with Mac Miller's entire band. They kept saying he was gonna come join. He never came. We were really hoping that he was gonna join us for a drink. Didn't happen, but that's okay. They knew what they were doing. Whatever. They were telling us stories about him. It was just so cool. It's crazy because not even a month later, he passed away. It's like we literally saw him at one of his last shows that he ever did. Then, because I'm really crazy, I drove all the way to Pittsburgh. I was living in North Carolina at the time to go to his memorial, I guess it was, at Blue Slide Park. I got to see his grandparents were there. They spoke, they thanked everybody for coming. People left paintings of him and flowers, and you should have seen at Blue Slide Park. It was the craziest. It was so cool. We got to remember him. I literally got to meet the owners of where Frick Park Market was recorded and got to see Mac Miller, his family's order that they would always order at that deli. We got to meet them. They were crying. They were saying how much they loved him and how he was so humble and he would always come back and visit and give them a big hug. Oh my God, it was just such a crazy experience. Heartbreaking, tragic experience, but really cool to see that closely his life and where he grew up, where he lived. So yeah, that's my Mac Miller story. Craziest thing, my best friend and I still talk about how it was just too perfect that we got to see him in one of his last shows of all time. And truly, when I found out that news, I was at work. I could not stop crying. Like, I could not control my emotions. I was like a mess. It was so shocking. He was so young. It was just so heartbreaking, but I'm so thankful that I got to have that really insane experience, and I'll never forget it.